holiday this week.
Valentine's Day.
Not Valentine's Day, my birthday. My birthday happened this week? Okay, all right. It was Valentine's Day this week. And in our family, we try to take Valentine's Day back from all that pressure you have from doing things a certain way. So what we introduced in our family was a thing called L.I.A.S. Love in Action. Because love is action, right? Now I know if you look at this acronym, L.I.A.S, that if you took it like through the standard English pronunciation, when two vowels go walk in, the first one does the talking, right? Saying its name, but L.I.A.S is not as nice as L.I.A.S. So L.I.A.S is what we had this week. And what I did was I had anybody who was willing in my family write down on a sheet of paper what love in action would look like for them. And I took their lists and I worked really hard to take things off their lists and to put them in action this week to show them that I love them. So somebody got a ride to school for most of the week, who has to normally ride the bus. I bought juice for someone, because I don't buy juice, and they really like juice. Some kids got to sleep in the big bed this week. I even left the big bed one night so that they would have more room. Michael always makes a fire for me in the morning, but if he doesn't, I don't sometimes make it for the rest of the family because I'm sometimes lazy. So this week, if he wasn't able to make the fire, I made the fire for everybody else. There were more hugs this week. There were more kisses this week. There was more playing of games this week. It was really nice. But the biggest thing that I did for our family, for myself this week, love in action, was I quit smoking. So you might not know that I smoke, because I don't smoke at church. Thank you. I don't smoke at church and I don't always smoke, but that's really harmful for my body, and my family really cheered me on. Now I'll tell you that nobody starts smoking when they're 35, nobody starts smoking when they're 40. People start smoking when they're young, because your brains aren't fully developed to make good choices for yourself. Sometimes you make good choices, but not always. So I started smoking when I was 16, when I was with a group of friends who I thought was so cool, and they offered me a cigarette, and I didn't say no. Bad move. So over the next 11 years, off and on, I struggled with smoking. And I was only able to quit smoking when I was pregnant with my first son, Declan. Some people are not even able to quit when they're pregnant. So I just want to tell you not to judge people who smoke, because if you've never had a problem with addiction, you don't know how hard it is to make that healthy choice. So for the next 10 years, I was having lots of babies, 4 sons. So for 10 years, I was either pregnant or nursing, or pregnant and nursing, and I kept those healthy choices in actions. I didn't smoke. But 5 years ago, my life got really hard. And because I have bipolar disorder, when my life gets hard and I'm under stress, it's very hard for me to make choices that are good for my body. So I started smoking again. And I've struggled with that for 5 years. Now, 6 weeks ago, Pastor Uta invited me to take a course on mindfulness, and the church paid for it. And for the first time in my life, my mind was open to God's presence. And it's been a really big difference for me over the last 6 weeks. And I said, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to quit smoking. This is ridiculous. Because I was gonna have to start leaning on God instead of leaning on cigarettes. So if you quit smoking, nicotine is still in your body for 3 or 4 days. And I knew that I wanted to be free of nicotine for my birthday. So I quit this week, and it's going really well. And I'll tell you that, love, you can't think love. Just like you can't think God. We have a lot of things that we describe God with. All-powerful, glorious, King of Kings. But that doesn't really mean that you know God. If you want to know God, you have to experience God. Just like if you want to know what love is, you have to experience love. So in our church all the time, we talk about how God is love. So when you are experiencing love, you're actually experiencing God. God is love in action. So put your fists up, don't hurt me. We're going to do exploding fists. Love is more powerful than fear. Love is more powerful than addiction. Love is more powerful than loneliness. Love is more powerful than envy. Love is more powerful than sadness. Love is more powerful than pain. Love wins when you make love an action word. So focus on this week. Find out from your family. Find out from the people that you care for. What does love in action look like for them? And even more importantly, what does love in action look like for you? And tell those people around you what that would look like. Let's be together in prayer. So, most loving God, we thank you for this time together. Help us as a community to put our love into action. Amen.